Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Reads as Marvel Comics in Order. This is episode 54. This time I read Marvel Team Up number 49 from September 1976. This copy's in pretty good shape. Uh, the cover is really nice. Back cover is really nice, doesn't have a bunch of staining. The only problem with this issue is the pages are pretty yellow. Well, I guess they're not terrible, but that's probably the worst of it in this particular issue is the pages are a little yellowed. But anyway, if you're a first timer here, I've been reading my Marvel comics in order, my collection in release date order, and we're 54 episodes in now. I've read 54 or so of my comics starting around 1974, about the earliest Marvel comics that I have, some Captain Americas if you go way back to the early episodes. But I'm just slowly making my way through, and it's a good excuse for me to read my collection. And I've always wanted to read them in release date order, and this is a good exercise doing a video for them. So stick around. I've got a long ways to go. I'm just kind of getting started here. But anyway, back to Marvel Team Up number 49. This time we've got Spider-Man and Iron Man teaming up again. This is part two. Last issue they were both in this. They were both in this story as well. We continue this issue where we left off last time. Bill Mantlo wrote again. Sal Buscema and Mike Esposito did the art again. Archie Goodwin is now the editor. We pick up where we left off last issue. Iron Man had fallen out of the sky after one of the Wraith's bombs went off. He fell into the road. Captain Jean DeWolf, this is her second appearance. Her first appearance was last issue. This is the Wraith. His first appearance was last issue. Spider-Man is caught by the Wraith. Iron Man crawls up out of the hole. A cabbie wants to help him. The Wraith has Spider-Man under his power. We don't know what that power is just yet, but Spider-Man is powerless. He feels like the Wraith is super strong and crushing his wrists as he holds him. His spider sense didn't work. He is powerless, and he doesn't know why. But the Wraith reveals that everything that Spider-Man is experiencing is only in his mind, and then he shows him. See for yourself. Spider-Man thinks he's being dropped. His webbing doesn't work. He's falling over the street. Iron Man's there to catch him. But at the last minute, Iron Man turns into a devil and lets him hit the ground. Whap. But then Spider-Man comes back to and finds that he's never been dropped at all. The Wraith is just playing mind games on him. He's got some kind of telepathic power. DeWolf shoots at him. She doesn't know why the Wraith is picking on her. And then Spider-Man realizes that the Wraith's power, he can only apply it to one victim at a time. So when the Wraith concentrated on Jean DeWolf, he was not concentrating. He was not able to use his power on Spider-Man at the same time. Spider-Man realizes it and goes on the attack. And then Captain DeWolf is still in the window of her office. The Wraith is going to demonstrate to her his power, and she starts turning her gun from the Wraith to Spider-Man. Now, meanwhile, Iron Man is slowly coming to after crashing to the pavement with the help of this friendly cabbie. Finally gets his bearings, and he's got to go save Spider-Man. And just in time, because the Wraith finally is able to force Captain DeWolf to fire at Spider-Man. Iron Man flies in front of the bullets, saving Spider-Man. I think that's a little silly. Spider-Man could have easily dodged those bullets, but this is more dramatic. Now we're going to confront the Wraith. And he, of course, is going to disappear. He's got a gas gun, shoots off like a smoke grenade or whatever, and disappears. Oh, the letters page in this issue is cool. Not only do we have another Dean Mullaney letter, we also have a Mark Gruenwald letter. Future editor and writer at Marvel. Dean Mullaney, as we've talked about in previous issues or previous episodes of Reading My Marvel Comics in Order, he went on to form Eclipse Comics a year or two after this, and he wrote a lot of letters to Marvel and probably other comic companies as well, DC. But this was interesting to come across this Mark Gruenwald letter. He wrote Captain America for like 10 years. Throughout the 80s and into the 90s. He was a very beloved member of the Bullpen. He passed away of cancer maybe in the 90s. But he was known as a continuity expert. He actually started off probably at this time doing his own fanzine that was focused on continuity in DC and Marvel Comics. And then that transitioned. He was able to transition that into a full-time job at Marvel until he passed away. Sadly, he was pretty young when he passed away, 43-ish or so. But here we get some more backstory on Jean DeWolf. Her father is an ex-police commissioner, and those two do not get along. He comes in. And she thinks he's there to rub it in her face that she hasn't got her precinct under control. He wanted her brother to have the job that she has as the captain of the police here. But her brother passed away. And we get a little backstory here a little later on. See, her father received this note in her brother's handwriting, and she is pretty shook by this, as he is as well. Spider-Man and Iron Man pop back into the office after the Wraith disappeared, and she gives a quick backstory on her brother. He was a policeman, and she had just passed the academy testing for the police. Her father is not happy about it. Her father does not believe that women belong on the police force. They belong at home. But then she goes into this backstory about how her brother was ambushed by some bad guys, and his body was never recovered. So that is where we leave off this time. Iron Man suggests getting some help because this is starting to seem supernatural, letters from the dead, right? So next issue is going to guest star Doctor Strange, and it's the 50th issue of Marvel Team Up. So I wonder if they'll do a double-sized. I can't remember if it's a double-sized or not, but we'll find out in the next thrilling episode of Old Nerd Reads His Marvel Comics in Order. If you know, please comment down below. And anything else that you found interesting, comment that down below as well. I really like to hear from you. Like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.